Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Hydra, and this is Rust Console Edition. Are you ready for what I have in store for you today? Well, if so, then like, subscribe, and follow me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Rusty Hydra. This is Rust Console Edition, and we're currently on my server 9 to 5 Workers United. With the newest update, we've got generators. However, only admins can spawn these in. So I don't want to, and I don't want to keep these for myself. So I'm going to be giving them to you guys. You can find them on the credit supply store, and I'm going to be selling them as full packages that you see here. So these generators, they supply 300 power. They supply a continuous, always on 100 power, and you never need to hook anything up into this. These are always infinite, free 100 power from each one of these things, meaning this thing produces 300 power, capable of running 27 turrets, or whatever you want to run 300 power for. I currently have it on and set up right here. In a minute or two, you guys are going to be able to see me actually build this thing and how to build it yourself. However, I can and will be doing this for you for an added small fee. So for a single one like this, this system with 3 of these, by the way, there's going to be 3 of these, so everything that you need to finish off these ones is going to run you 5,000 credits. And then if you want me to install it, it's 2,500 credits for every system that you want me to install. So you can have up to 4 of these in your base because you can have up to 100 turrets now. So you can have your 100 turrets running off of 4 of these, and then with that excess power, you can be running all of your farms, your lights, and everything else that you want. But I will be selling these as packs of 3. You know, you get 3 batteries, you'll get 3 turret setups, 3 battery backup systems, and you'll get 1 generator capable of running all of that stuff. So why do we want this? Well, 1, these are always producing 100 power. You never have to supply anything to this thing, ever. You can hide this deep down in your base so they can't be destroyed like solar panels or wind turbines, which is useful. And then they're silent, they don't take any energy or any fuel, and it's infinite power is exactly what it is. So these things are amazing. Now, we have this set up right here. If we follow this black line, it's in our A always on side, so we have our always on green light. It then goes into a switch, into a splitter. Now, these are the 3 main safe parts that you want to have hidden somewhere else in your base. And then these can all be spread out. So then that way you can easily reach turrets at different parts of your base. So by simply turning on this switch, they all work. And then when it comes to installing a new turret, it's as simple as just plugging into a new piece, and it'll automatically just turn on. You don't need to configure anything, you don't need to change anything, as long as this right here is set to 96. That's it, 96, and everything just runs. So that's how easy it is to install a new turret. Now, why have the battery backup system at all? Well, because these can be destroyed. So if you have one of these in your base, and this is the only thing running, your turrets, then as soon as this gets destroyed, you lose all your turrets. So I always add a battery backup system, and this one is super nice and simple. We're literally supplying 1 power into this battery to slowly trickle charge it, but as you can see, and that's just as a precaution, but as you can see, it literally has an active usage of 0. So this will always remain full and just sit there full. And then we have 1 extra power going into our blocker, blocking the power coming from here, keeping our active usage at 0. So if this gets blown up, absolutely nothing happens. Your turrets will continue to run. However, if this gets blown up, you'll get a quick pause, and then your turrets will all turn back on, running on the B battery backup side. And now our blockers unblocked, and we're currently using our battery. And then all of it. As we hook this back up, nothing happens, but we're still on our A side. Our blocker's blocked, our battery is charging, albeit slowly, and we have our turrets. So yeah, in the package, you'll get one generator. You're going to get 3 electrical branches, and then you're going to get 3 OR switches, 3 regular switches. You're going to get 3 batteries, large batteries. You're going to get 3 blockers. And then you're also going to get, 4, 8, 12, 13, 15 blockers, or splitters. So off of one of these things, you'll be able to run 27 turrets, your own individual switch, and battery backup. So yeah, and I have affectionately named this the Genny from Forrest Gump. The Genny core, because it's run off a generator. So all you have to do to hook up another set of 9 turrets is the exact same thing. Here into here, here into there, hook up your battery backup system, which is ridiculously easy. And you're all set. And by using these, we're going to greatly reduce a lot of lag on the server, stuff like that. And when people are raiding, if they don't have any of these and they really want them, well, they're going to be more particular about their raiding to try and pick these things up, because you can pick them up. So, yeah. So if you want to watch how to build it, that's coming up right now. All right, so to hook this up, we don't really need to do much. So we're going to go from our third output here, or your first output, whatever. In this case, I'm going to go from the third one, because it's the closest one to me right now. From the left side out here, we're going to go into our A always on, and we're going to configure this to be 96. We're going to go from our A always on, so we have our A always on green light. Going to go into our switch, turn our switch on, go into here, and go into the splitter. This right here, you want to keep deep down into one of your TC rooms. You can fit a TC in one of these beside each other, no problem, like a large box. And yeah, this you would hide somewhere else in your base. These 3 pieces right here, you hide somewhere else. And then these 3 pieces you can spread out. So they can either be on the same wall or they can be spread out. So if you have turrets, say all the way over at that bush, you can take this piece right here, put it on a wall over here, and then you can easily hook up the turrets that are around that bush to it. So, but as long as these 3 parts are nice and safe, then if this gets blown up, these 2 will run. If that gets blown up, these 2 will still run, and so on. But right now, as of right now, we are running power. So let's hook up, we'll get 1, 2, 3. Now we don't need to change anything. We don't need to change any configuration values whatsoever. All we do is plug in the new turret. Doesn't matter to what port. These don't have to be even. And our turrets are running. Now if that's all you wanted, was just to run turrets off of this thing, nothing else, you won't need this or this. You'll just need to run the generator directly to the switch, and then to turn them all off, and then to turn them all back on. However, you guys know me, this just isn't good enough. We need to, because if this gets destroyed, we lose all of our turrets, and we don't want that, especially since we're running so many banks of turrets off of one thing. So although this does have a lot of pros. It does have some cons. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to create a battery backup system. Now the battery is never going to be on, and there's never going to be any active usage. So technically we never even need to charge this thing once it's fully charged. However, again, I want to be on the safe side. I'm always going to be providing this thing with at least one power. So because we're using 96 power, and we have this uses one power, we're using 97 power. That means we only have 3 remaining power left over anyway. So we're going to take our green energy line and we're going to run it into this splitter right here. From this splitter right here, we're going to go into our battery. And we're going to go out a little bit further. Line this up. And then we're going to take our blue battery backup power line and we're going to run that into our blue blocker, which we are then going to turn off by using that one remaining power to block. So this is only getting at 3 power, this is using 1, this is using 1, and the battery is getting 1. From here, we're going to continue on with our blue battery backup power line. And we're going to install that into the B side of this. So that's it. That is the whole system, the whole kit and caboodle. And right now we are currently running 9 turrets. As you can see, the battery is completely off and we are slowly trickle charging it at 1. So when you first hook this up, you really want to charge your battery first. Get it to full and then go from there. Now if, say, we do lose this, we are now running on our B battery backup. And then if we get another one, we are now on our A side. Nothing happened. But we just lost this. Temporary turn off, turn back on. So you want to have this deep down in your core, right beside your TC. You want to have these spread out, with these pieces being protected the most and as well hidden as you possibly can. And then these 3 pieces all go together in the same triangle or square that you put them in. Generally, you guys are putting these in triangles, so all of these three pieces go into the same triangle. And whatever you hook up here has to match the battery, the same battery. So yeah, that's how you set it up. I'll stand here for a second so you guys can see what's going on. And as always, if you guys like what you saw, please like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And you can definitely find me over here on Facebook, or not on Facebook. You can find our server here, 9 to 5 Workers United. And I will pull up the pause menu here so you guys can see the Discord invite. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the server. Later.